Now, when it comes to washing your clothes, many of us pop them into a washing machine, press a few buttons and let technology do the rest. Fair enough. But that's still not an option for billions of people around the world, with 60% of people globally still hand washing their clothes. Well, one company trying to change that is the Bristol-based washing machine project. It's developed Divya, the world's first flat packable manual washing machine. First made in Bristol and now patented, it saves up to 75% of the time and 50% of the water compared to hand washing. We're now joined by Navjot Sawhney, who's the founder of the washing machine project. Navjot, there's an absolutely wonderful story behind this idea. Tell us about it.
Yeah, morning, Mark. Thanks for having us on. My background is in engineering. I was an engineer at one of the most innovative appliance manufacturers in the world. And simply put, I just got fed up of making vacuum cleaners for rich people. I was there for 3 years and I quit my job and I decided to move to India to make cook stoves for people who use wood to cook their food. And then my next door neighbor in the village I was staying in used to spend up to 20 hours a week hand washing clothes. It was back-breaking work. And she wanted to work. Her name was Divya. And she just didn't have the time. And I promised her an alternative to hand washing clothes. And that's when the penny dropped. And that's when I started the washing machine project. And we actually name our washing machines after her, the Divya manual washing machine.
You're a non-profit company. Where does the funding come from to get to where you are now?
Yeah, I think for us, it was crucial to really focus on our impact. And we have a real cohort of amazing corporate partners who help us develop and deploy our machines all over the world. So from appliance manufacturers to automotive companies to distributors around the world.
So do you now sell them or give them away?
Yeah, right now we give them away for free. We've
Wow.
had a number of inquiries from the likes of the large NGOs and INGOs around the world, and we're really excited to be expanding our efforts by manufacturing more and keeping up with the global demand.
Because there's a big factory in India that you're about to open. And how's that going to affect things? Where do you ship things at the moment? Which countries get these washing machines and which ones do you think will get them with this Indian production run?
Well, thanks, Mark, for the question. And yeah, it's been really fantastic. We're impacting around 50,000 people a year so far. We think that we can 10x that. Our output right now is going to exceed up to 10,000 machines a year in India. Right now, we distribute across 15 countries, from orphanages to schools to hospitals, refugee camps, and in low-income areas around the world. So all the way from India to Mexico to Gaza, Kenya, Uganda, South Africa, wherever there is a need. As you said, 60% of the world still hand wash clothes, and we want to meet that need.
You've run an incredible campaign to raise the awareness of these machines, which we're looking at on our screens. Who's the most famous person you've got to use one, to try one out?
There's been some really interesting meetings, from prime ministers to ambassadors to mayors, even the Beach Boys as well. So we'll have to get you to try one, Mark.
I'd love to. And what other appliances are you now thinking of, having conquered the washing machine in this way?
Well, I wouldn't say we've conquered making washing machines. Who knew that making washing machines was so tough? And really excited about other problems. I think we need to fall in love with the problems because solutions will always change. And for us, when we travel to these refugee camps and areas around the world, we see problems all the time. So whether it's lighting, cooking, cleaning, air conditioning, refrigeration, we want to become the world's leading R&D organization for the humanitarian and development world.
It sounds like the environmental impact is important to you.
Really, it's really important. One, it needs to be sustainable. It's hard to send a service engineer to some of these areas around the world. So how do you make it last for a long time and sustainable and repairable? And also, how do you make this work with limited to no resources? So
Yeah.
reduced amount of water, and also time. Think of what you could do with another 15 hours of your time
I
back.
wonder what we could do with another 15 seconds, but we're out of time. But we've really enjoyed your company, Navjot Sawhney. Thanks for joining us here on BBC News.